In this video, I'm going to show you how to add echo to your audio files right inside of Adobe Premiere Pro. So once you're inside of Adobe Premiere Pro, you've got a brand new sequence created and you've got some audio imported. We want to begin by going into the Effects tab and you want to search for reverb. And by searching for reverb, you'll find there's a few different plugins that come up in the search results. So we've got Reverb Obsolete, we've got AU Matrix Reverb, AU Reverb 2, Convolution Reverb, Studio Reverb, and Surround Reverb. Now they all sound really complicated and they all basically essentially do the same thing, and that is to add an echo to your audio file. But the one that we're going to run with today is Studio Reverb. So we'll drag that on and we'll just go into Effect Controls, Studio Reverb, and press Edit. Now, I'm just going to turn this Studio Reverb off and play you the audio so you can hear what it sounds like without any reverb applied. So this is my example.
So, if you enjoyed watching this video or if you found this helpful at all, then please do let me know in that comment section below.
So when I recorded this audio, I was super close to the microphone and I was in a small room that didn't have a lot of reverb or echo. So the audio sounds extremely dry. So in order to add some echo, we need to go in to the Studio Reverb effects. And we can look at all of these different sliders, but the problem is these sliders are a little bit complicated and they look a bit daunting. So if it looks a little bit too daunting for you, then we can just go into presets. And in presets, we've got all of these different presets. So we've got drum plate large. Let's see how that sounds.
So if you enjoyed watching this video or if you found this helpful at all,
already we've got some really awesome sounding echo on our audio file. That sounds like we're in a big room. If we go down to drum plate small, you can see how that changes.
If you enjoyed watching this video or if you found this helpful at all, then please do let me know in that comment section below.
Now we'll go down to Great Hall, and Great Hall is going to sound like you recorded your audio in the middle of this really large space. Have a listen.
If you enjoyed watching this video or if you found this helpful at all, then please do let me know in that comment section below.
As you can hear, the audio just kind of bellows off into the distance and it creates this really awesome large echo effect. So moving on from Great Hall, we've got all of these different presets, but we'll look at mastering reverb.
If you enjoyed watching this video or if you found this helpful at all, then please do let me know.
As you can hear, that reverb sounds extremely different to the reverb that we just heard. It's adding a tiny bit of echo onto the audio just to soften up the vocals a little bit, but it's completely different to the room ambient echo that you're hearing on the Great Hall example. Now we'll move down to Outside Club, and again, this is going to sound extremely different. Now that one sounds really weird and really distorted, but as the preset title implies, this is Outside Club. So you would drop this onto a music file, for example, if you were shooting a scene outside a club or in a busy city center. And then of course, we've got all of these other types of reverbs. We'll look at vocal reverb, medium.
So if you enjoyed watching this video or if you found this helpful at all, then...
And that's adding a soft reverb onto the audio. This kind of implies that you're standing in a relatively small to medium sized room and there's a little bit of reverb present in the space. So if none of those presets are doing the job for you, if they're not quite right or you need to do some tweaking, then we can just either select a preset and go from there, or we can go to defaults and we can go through all the different sliders to manipulate the audio to make the echo sound like what we're looking for. So first of all, we've got room size. We pull this to the left and it's going to sound like we're in a small room.
And please do let me know in that comment section.
Pull this to the right, it's going to sound like we're in a large room.
Below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. And if
decay is going to be the duration of the echo. So if we pull this all the way to the left, then the echo will pretty much disappear as soon as the audio is spoken.
See you there.
And if we go all the way to the right, then it kind of holds onto the echo a little bit longer and we can hear it trailing off into the distance.
Or if you found this helpful at all, then please do let me know in that comment section below.
We'll move that roughly to the middle for now though, because it's a bit much on the right.
And of course, don't forget to subscribe.
Early reflections, again, is going to increase or decrease the echo. So if we pull this to the left, it's really going to reduce the echo.
And if you are subscribed already, then I will see you on the next.
And if we pull this all the way to the right,
If you enjoyed watching this video, or if you found this helpful at all, then please do let.
It's really dragging out that echo. Now we'll go down to high frequency cut and low frequency cut. If we pull the high frequency cut all the way to the left, you can see we're going to get this really clean vocal.
Don't forget to subscribe, and if you are subscribed already.
But if we pull this all the way over to the right and we play this, we're going to get a really elongated echo.
If you enjoyed watching this video, or if you found this helpful at all, then please do let me know.
And the same thing applies for the low frequency cut. This is going to focus on the lower frequencies of the audio file, but it works the opposite way to the high frequency cut. So if we want to extend the audio out, we want to extend that echo, we pull that out to the left.
In that comment section below, and of course, don't forget to
and if we wanted to reduce that in the lower frequencies, we just pull that to the right.
Subscribe, and if you are subscribed already, then I will see you on the next video. See you there.
And then of course we've got damping, diffusion, dry and wet. Just play with the rest of these sliders, play with all of these sliders, and try to find an echo or a reverb, as it's professionally known, that suits your project. So there you go. Use the Studio Reverb plugin right inside of Adobe Premiere Pro to add an echo to your audio files right inside of Adobe Premiere Pro. Thank you for watching.